Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. This your boy Town Biz. All right. So speaking of the terminology move on, it appears that some people believe that Kayla Nicole cannot move on from Travis Kelce, even though it's been probably 2 years since some change, since basically he quote unquote dumped her for Taylor Swift. And just recently, she's came under fire. People are criticizing her, saying that she's classic. You know what's so funny? It's amazing. It's amazing. If this had been a black man, people would be riding with her and seeing all this kind of stuff, and you know, celebrating her, cheerleading, you know, giving her a woo woo. But now that it looked like she going after, you know, and taking shots at a white man, everybody like, oh, you need to grow up and you need to move on and all this kind of stuff. You know, she's being condemned. So it's always a double standard. But we all know that everybody will join forces to pile on the black man. That's been proven time and time again. But nevertheless, it appears, you know, this past Halloween that she put something on her social media where she was emulating Toni Braxton's classic song, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. And if you listen to the hook of the song, it'll make it seem like she was taking a shot. You know, I don't want to, you know, mess up that song, but if you listen to the lyrics of that song, or should I say the hook, it may come across as she's taking a subliminal shot at Travis Kelce. And she's been getting ripped apart for that. Quite a few people have been coming for her, including the Swifties, said like, just get over it. He's moved on. And, you know, at the end of the day, Kayla Nicole does seem like she can't get over it. She said little things. And, you know, the funny thing was how sometimes you just see how disingenuous and hypocritical black women can be when it pertains to dating outside your race. A lot of black women were using him as a measuring stick to, you know, basically throw shade and take shots at black men, which we didn't care that she was with him. Like I said, black women primarily do this stuff. But, you know, it's okay for them to date outside their race. But, you know, when black men do it, they're the scum of the earth. They are mentally weak. They hate their mother, which I think is stupid as fuck. But I'm going to speak on that later on. You just hear every shaming tactic and every, you know, just every emasculation to, you know, to to where you just can't even keep count. It's always a double standard when it pertains to that. And when they broke up, a lot of black women looked at it as some kind of loss. But these are the same black women that's always talking that black this and black men need to do this and black men need, you know, like I said, sometimes black women attack us more than white supremacists, you know, and I stand on that. I really stand on that. But I do find this funny that, you know, people are coming for her. Because if she had been doing this to a black man, everybody would have had something to say. You know, I'm going to say this much. I don't know whether it was a coincidence or whether it was like a little subliminal. I'll say this much about Kayla Nicole. I think she needs to move on from this. And whether it's a coincidence, I wouldn't even attach myself to this whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing, because at the end of the day, Taylor Swift has unlimited resources. She's a billionaire. And she really could make Kayla Nicole's life miserable. You know, she could just make some phone calls and, you know, she could just, you know, strange stuff could start happening. I'm going to just say that. I'm going to say that much. I'm just keeping it a buck. All you got to do is look at what Kayla Nicole looks like, and then look at what Taylor Swift looks like. Look at her complexion. Look at Kayla Nicole's complexion. And that's obvious. So I think if she is fucking with them, I think she need to leave them alone and just move on from it. You lost. And what I find funny, she don't take direct shots. You know, there was rumors that now the funny thing is you always see these black women talking about they not gonna pay half or none of the bills to be with a man and all this stuff. Well, I can tell you this much. Keep talking that fantasy shit online while you still by yourself. You can talk all that rah shit all you want, but it's not reality. It is a simp shortage. You can listen to that bullshit that Sprinkle and these simps like Ace Metaphor and a few other fools on here, Derek Jackson and all them cornballs. You can listen to all that bullshit all you want, but in reality, are you really in the situation that they're talking about that you should be in? No. You know what you're doing? You're sitting up making videos complaining about what you not gonna settle for and what you not gonna settle for and your standards. And obviously your standards is not being met, and obviously the standards you asking for that you are trying to relate to a man or present to a man in order for them to be with you, they basically told you to go fuck yourself or fuck you. So keep talking that fantasy stuff. But no, on the real, Kayla Nicole need to move on. If that is the case, if she was taking a subliminal shot, move on. It's over. Okay? On to the next for you. You looking real weak out here. Anyway, this your boy Tan. I'm out.